The air hangs heavy, it's thick, you can almost taste the salt and the coming rain. We're sailing off the coast of Scotland. The sky, just an hour ago a brilliant blue, has turned a bruised, angry purple. The sea mirrors this mood, it's starting to churn. Lazy swells are becoming sharp, aggressive peaks. This is where the adventure truly begins, but it's also where the danger is most real. Many have ventured into these waters and never returned. The ocean doesn't care if you're a seasoned sailor or a first-timer. When it decides to rage, you are simply in its way. It is a force of nature you cannot fight, only endure. The waves are getting bigger now. Each one lifts our small vessel, holding it suspended for a terrifying second. So what creates these monsters of the deep? It's simpler than you might think. It's all about a clash of temperatures. In Europe, focus on the North Atlantic. Cold air from the Arctic. Warmer, moist air from the south. Think of it like two massive armies meeting on a battlefield. When they collide, the result is chaos. That collision creates a low-pressure system. Air starts to spiral inwards and upwards, like water going down a drain. This spiraling motion is the engine of the storm. The bigger the temperature difference, the more powerful the engine. This engine needs fuel to grow. Its fuel is the warm water of the ocean. The warmer the water, the more moisture is fed into the storm. That moisture rises, it cools, it condenses into massive clouds. Condensation releases huge amounts of energy. Let me tell you about a typical ordeal. Imagine a small cargo vessel, the Era. Routine trip across the Irish Sea in late autumn. The forecast predicted strong winds, nothing out of the ordinary. The captain, 20 years experience, trusted his ship. But the sea is unpredictable. A fast-developing depression deepened far quicker than forecast. By midnight, Era was in a full-blown Force 10 gale. Winds a constant shriek, waves like rolling mountains of black water, peaks glowing with an eerie phosphorescence. Crew fought to keep the bow into the onslaught. This is critical. A side hit can roll you over in an instant. Then, disaster struck. A rogue wave far larger than the rest rose from the dark. It crashed down onto the deck with explosive force. Impact shattered the bridge windows. Torrent of freezing water into the control room. Electronics shorted in a shower of sparks. Bridge plunged into darkness. Now consider the story of a lone fisherman. We'll call him Angus. He works the treacherous waters off the coast of Brittany, France. For him, the sea is his livelihood. He knows the risks better than anyone. One winter morning he sets out in his small trawler. The sky is clear. He senses a change. A deep, low swell, a sign of a distant storm. He plans a short trip, a few hours to catch and return. But the Bay of Biscay can turn in the blink of an eye. He's gambling. By midday, the sky is turned to lead. The wind picks up, whipping spray off the wave tops. Angus is miles from the safety of the harbor. He turns his small boat for home, but now he's fighting the building sea. His trawler, sturdy as it is tossed about like a cork. Waves break over the bow, flooding the deck with churning icy water. He's alone. There's no crew to help. It's him. How do you survive something so powerful? It starts long before the storm hits. It starts with the ship itself. Modern ships are incredible feats of engineering. They are designed to flex and bend, absorbing the immense stress of the waves. Hulls are compartmentalized with watertight bulkheads. Navigation and weather forecasting technology are also key. Satellites' weather buoys give us an incredible picture of developing storms, allowing ships to plot courses to avoid the worst of the weather. But sometimes, you just get caught. When the storm hits, it's all about the crew. Their training and discipline are what hold the line. The first rule is to prepare the ship for heavy weather. Everything on deck must be lashed down, hatches and watertight doors are sealed. The goal is to make the vessel as solid and self-contained as possible. Then the captain has to make a critical decision, how to face the waves. Usually, the safest way is to head directly into the wind and waves at a slow speed. We can build bigger ships. We can develop more accurate forecasts. We can train crews to be the best in the world. We can arm ourselves with the latest technology and the toughest survival gear. We can do all of this, and we should. It gives us a fighting chance. But we must never ever fool ourselves into thinking that we have conquered the ocean. That is a fatal mistake. It's arrogance that the sea will always punish. But nothing quite compares to the raw, untamable power of a major sea storm. It's a humbling experience. It reminds you of your true place in the natural world. The ocean was here long before us. It will be here long after we are gone. It operates on a scale and a timeline we can barely comprehend. So the next time you stand on a cliff and watch the waves crash against the shore, take a moment. It is one of nature's greatest and most powerful forces. The sea will always have the final word.